People don't understand how
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currencies flowing, every coins on my mind. My coin base the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash registers ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
if you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
You gotta get this money on. Yo, what's good, y'all?
Oh, what up?
What up? So due to geopolitical politics, we felt that it was necessary to hop on live.
yeah.
Yeah,
Due
so
to
we in here.
geopolitical ish, we definitely had to hop on live, fam. What's good, everybody? What's good?
What's good, y'all? Let's run the lights up though. I know it's Saturday, but same play. Run the lights up. Run
Yep.
the lights up. Y'all already know. Let's run the lights up. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all coming in on YouTube. Let's run the lights up on TikTok. What's up, y'all? Give everybody a second to get in. But we are gonna talk about some crypto news. We are gonna talk about some geopolitical politics as far as Trump and Venezuela goes, because this does affect the market. Like that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. I try my, the market and politics go hand in hand, but I try my best to dance around that because everybody has their different political opinions, and it's just very controversial, and it's just not something that is worth arguing or debating. So I just really kind of, we're just gonna relay the news. We're just gonna relay the news.
That's it. Because that's all it is news. That's all it is news.
Yeah, it's just some news.
Yeah.
But it's gonna affect the market, so it doesn't matter how you feel. It's gonna affect the market in some way, shape, or form, whether it's good or bad. It's gonna affect the market. So we're gonna discuss it a little bit because some people believe an oil spike could occur. Some people think that we won't have an oil spike. But if an oil spike occurs, I guess this would be more of a theory because I don't know if it's a proven fact. But I think that if we have an oil spike, then Jake thinks if we have an oil spike, then the XRP price will spike. So, so that's But shout out to him for bringing attention to oil and how that could factor into the crypto market. So, but yeah, what up, y'all? Y'all go ahead and come on in. Double tap the screen. If you haven't double tapped the screen for, at least 30 seconds, can you give us a 30-second tap if you can? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my peoples that's working on this good Saturday. Shout out to my people taking a break on this good Saturday. Unwinding and getting themselves back together. Shout out to my peoples out there grinding.
New year, fam.
100. So yeah, we got a couple articles to go over though. So we're gonna talk about we got an article talking about a Latin America Bitcoin mining company called Bitfarms. So they're exiting Latin America in a $30 million sale because they're pivoting to AI. And then we're gonna talk about Coinbase. A Coinbase executive, he's defending the Clarity Act delay, saying he completely understands. I have a video clip I'm gonna also share with that.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the SEC because the sole Democratic commissioner named Caroline Crenshaw, she has departed the agency. So now we have an all Republican panel. Now, I don't care for neither party. That's not a secret. I hate the Democrats more, but I don't care for neither party at the end of the day. But for crypto circumstances, this is great from a crypto perspective. I don't care your political views again, so I don't want to see it in the comments because I'm going to ignore it. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. That's not what this is about. This is about your wallet. This is about how we can get the Clarity Act passed the fastest and how we can get paid the fastest. And I think an all Republican panel just will help out a lot. I think it will. We're gonna talk
that's
about
100. That's 100. That's 100.
yeah, it will help out our crypto bags, and I'm only speaking from crypto only. Crypto only, okay?
Yep.
So and then yeah, of course we're gonna talk about Venezuela. Because Trump says the US will run Venezuela and
Great.
sell seized oil. So here we go. Here we go. I told you 2026 starting off with a bang. It's starting off already. We starting off by capturing Venezuela. What is it? Their president or what a prime
Yeah,
minister? What do they call it over there? Their
the
leader. Their leader. Yeah, whoever
it's
their
the
political leader is. Huh?
yep. It's their leader. It's their leader.
Yeah,
He's the
so
president. I think he's the president. Yeah, he's
okay,
the president. He's the president. He's the president.
okay, so we have captured their president. Okay, that's huge. And now we're trying to control the oil. So you know what I'm saying? Like Paige says, we can't even get 5 days in. And it's already popping off.
They had to. They just like how you said, they got to do shit around certain dates. So they moved in at a certain time period for a reason. So they had to move.
Yeah.
They could have been did this. They could have been did this because we've been talking about this low key for a couple months now with this Venezuela shit. So
Yeah.
it don't take that long to get to Venezuela.
Yeah. So we made a move now. So let's see how it plays out. Now, some people are overly confident. Don't pay attention to influencers that are in the middle of beef right now. I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my hair right because it feels weird. Yeah, don't pay attention to influencers talking about this situation because they opinion is based on somebody they don't like. So don't be paying no attention to that shit. Really, I'm talking about Zach Rector. Be careful. Because he tweeted some crazy shit. Like, I get it. Some people, like, I see. Okay, so let's talk about it. We're gonna just talk about the Venezuela shit first. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's get
into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let me pull the article up. I'm gonna read something before we get into the article.
Okay.
There we go. Let me fix the layout. There we go. Okay, so with this Venezuela situation, so now it's an echo. Oh, okay, it's gone. All right. So really, okay, so they think an oil spike will make XRP price spike. I don't know how true that is. So I'm not banking on nothing. Not banking on nothing, but certain people think we need an oil spike for XRP to rise. Could that happen? For sure. I see the valid points in that. But Zach is tweeting oil and gas is going much lower based on this tweet from somebody named Adam Kobisi. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. But he said that the irony of last night's events in Venezuela, it will likely push oil prices even lower. Now he has valid points, but this would be more of a controlled environment. And let's be completely honest, when has the United States ever did anything under this type of control? But I'll read it anyway. But he said it will likely push oil prices even lower. Markets have been on edge about geopolitical tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela for weeks now. However, President Trump has confirmed that Venezuela's oil infrastructure was not damaged last night. On top of this, President Trump says the U.S. will be very much involved in Venezuela's oil industry going forward, and China is going to get oil. In 2010, Venezuela was producing over 3 million barrels of oil per day, now down to 900,000. So if the U.S. truly takes control of Venezuela's oil industry, much more supply is coming to the market. Oil and gas prices will head much lower. Now, okay, valid points, but I would not have that same confidence. I am 50-50. And I say that because this is based off of a best case control scenario. That now a best case control scenario and Donald Trump just don't mix. I'm sorry. If you're a Trump supporter, I'm sorry, but y'all know it's fucking true. That's we can't really so
if he ain't lied so damn much, it would be all right, okay. But he be lying a lot. He be lying a lot.
We never know when he just bluffing and just saying shit. So you have to be careful with just banking on his word because we cannot take his word as validation. So I said there's other variables that could make oil spike, like labor strikes. That could delay this. It could also be a delay due to heavier operations because now that they're getting more oil and they gotta send more oil out, we got, you know what I'm saying, they gotta produce more oil. that's gonna
Mhm.
cause them to need more people. So it could be a delay because they can't get all that oil out because they was based off 900,000. What do you say? 900,000 barrels of oil per day. Now they're trying to go back to 3 million. That ain't gonna happen right away. So I'm just saying it could be some short-term pain because it's a transition. And then yeah, delays due to heavy operations and the sabotage of pipelines. The pipelines could get sabotaged as well. And I was also reading somewhere where they said this could also fuck up the power grid. So it's some cons, is what I'm saying. So you can't have all this 100% certainty and this 100% confidence that it's just gonna go one way. This shit can go so many ways. Like that's why geopolitics is such a what's the word I'm looking for? Geopolitics is, you have to be careful because one headline could tank or make the market go crazy. That is what happens in geopolitics. That's why you have to be careful. It's a slippery slope. So yeah. So I wouldn't totally be banking on a control scenario under the Trump administration. So yeah, that's that. So but yeah, we can go ahead and get into the article. What up, y'all?
Okay, so yeah, so like you said, a transition is happening right now. So President Trump said that the U.S. Will run Venezuela until a proper transition can take place. He said he wasn't afraid of boots on the ground and defended Saturday's military strikes that resulted in the capture of the president, Maduro, and his wife, and I think they got his son too. So this is what he said. We're there now, but we're going to stay until such time as the proper transition can take place. He told reporters, because he over in Mar-a-Lago, he in Florida, he chilling. So we're gonna stay. He chilling. He chilling. He said, so we're gonna stay until such time as we're going to run it, essentially until such time as the proper transition can take place. So his remarks can cap a dramatic few hours, right? That began with reports of explosions over in Venezuela capital, the scale of which became apparent only when the president and his wife has been captured, right? And then him and his wife are being brought to the USS Iwo Jima to New York. So he's over in Brooklyn right now. He's over at Brooklyn. What's the name of the spot? The Brooklyn Metro Detention Center. It's the same place where they held Diddy. It's the same place where they held that chick that was with Jeffrey Maxwell. It was the same place that they held El Chapo. It's the Brooklyn's Metro Detention Center. So Trump claimed that having a U.S. run Venezuela was the best interest in the United States. Of course, of course, he would say that. We want to surround ourselves with good neighbors. We want to surround ourselves with stability. He said a group of people would step to run Venezuela, including Secretary of State Rubio and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, whatever, however you say his name. And he added U.S. soil companies would have military backup as they move into the region. And the president made it clear that he expects the U.S. to sell seized oil assets, and he expects all monies will go to Venezuela as well as the United States. But I'm hearing otherwise. I'm hearing people from Venezuela is losing a lot of money and a lot of their shit. I'm hearing this.
Damn.
This is what a couple people have reposted online, that people in Venezuela is losing a lot of their shit, and I'm just like, damn, for real. I don't know if anybody can confirm that. And remember, Venezuela is one of those companies where their currency was supposed to revalue too. So
Mm.
it's a lot of shit in the mix of that. And then Trump was vague on who would be running the country specifically, but he said Rubio had spoken to the vice president, Delcy Rodriguez. And he said that U.S. oil companies will head to Venezuela to operate their oil reserves, and the military is set to attack again if necessary to secure the effort. So they just gonna keep playing bully ball, fam. They just gonna keep playing bully ball. He said we're gonna have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country. And we're ready to take stage a second uh, a much larger attack if we need to do so. So how it happened was, Trump and other U.S. officials noted that there were no facilities in the operation, and then earlier Trump told Fox and Friends that he watched the extremely complex operation unfold like it was watching a television show. So he's making a big joke out of this shit at the same time. He's making a big joke out of it. So, and he defended the operation, telling the network, you know what? We did a great job with stopping drugs from coming into this country. And no one, have y'all? Whatever.
See what I'm
This
saying?
joke be
You see how
lying.
he just
This
be
nigga be
fucking
lying.
lying,
Nigga be
gang.
lying. He said, and nobody's been able to do it until we came along. But they should say great job. They could say, oh gee, maybe it's not constitutional. The same old stuff that we've been hearing for years and years and years. And then Rubio told reporters that the mission wasn't the kind you would notify lawmakers in advance. It endangers the mission, he said. So man, this shit is just messy. This is a fucking mess, fam. But
It's a mess.
but
That's why I'm saying you cannot be sitting here thinking next week gas gonna be 10 cent. I don't think it is. That's why I'm telling y'all,
yeah,
be careful, because this shit is a slippery slope. It really is, because it's messy as
it is.
fuck.
It's mad messy. And the other thing I wanted to mention, since you was talking about XRP earlier, remember back in like what was this, like 2024, when supposedly the UAE and India was using XRP and not the US dollar for oil trade. I mean, it wasn't official, but at the same time they was talking about it and how the BRICS nations would
Mm-hmm.
now include the UAE after the membership expansion that happened in 2024, and they're and all part of that de-dollarization shit, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
Ripple had partnered. Remember, Ripple had partnered with the Dubai International Financial Center, the DIFC, to link up with the next wave of developers and innovation hub. And the biggest innovation community in that region, which housed a lot of tech startups and digital labs and shit like that. So, and the UAE just got a shit ton of oil. So, Ripple was like putting their money where their mouth is. So there was always that rumor, and I'm like, this whole thing is part of the script, one, and two, it's a bigger play to lead to something else, right? So I'm not
Yup.
even listen. I feel bad for the people that's losing shit over there. I feel bad for the people that's not benefiting from the war, because imagine waking up to all that shit, bombs and shit exploding and jokers taking your president. Imagine that shit happening to the United States. Jokers would flip they shit if some shit like that happened over here. But
And took the wife. Took
yeah,
the wife too. We ain't just take the man. We took the wife
but
too.
as we always do, we play bully ball, fam. We play bully ball. We just can't get
Mm-hmm.
along, even though it's part of the. And honestly, the president of the country, Venezuela, he probably chilling somewhere. He probably just chilling somewhere. They say he at the Brooklyn Metro Center, but he probably just chilling somewhere because it's all part of what they want to do. It's so scripted. It's like you just got to just sit back and watch the show, fam. Even though real people are being impacted and stuff like that, it's all a show, fam. It is all a show. That's why Trump
It's
said.
it's
That's why Trump
insane.
said it's like watching a television show, because it is a show.
It's insane. It's insane. But nah, just to like kind of talk about what you said with the currency situation. That's why a lot of people that follow this stuff, they definitely believe the conflict isn't just about oil. It's about survival of the US dollar and debt. So the petrodollar death spiral just accelerated, according to some people that follow this type of stuff. They're claiming that we're watching a currency defense operation. So all wars are bankers' wars, and that's a fact. That is a fact. That last part is a
Hmm.
fact. All wars are bankers' wars. That's a fact. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And how all of this plays out. XRP has nothing to do with oil. It don't, but it do. Of course, like to how like you would have to go and look at I mean, I know Jake has talked about it, and he had, you know what I'm saying, to
Some
for somebody to like explain it to
somebody
you.
somebody said
What
XRP
you
don't
say?
got nothing to do with oil. I mean, any
Yeah.
commodity is gonna have something to do with crypto being traded, fam. So whether it's oil, whether it's gold, whether it's silver, it's a commodity, fam. So you can't discount it at all. You can't discount it at all.
Yeah.
So
Right, right. All this stuff correlates in some way, shape, or
remember,
form. So
remember when the
um
OPEC stopped? What was that? The OPEC or the oil? They stopped trading. They halted trading back in what was that, around Thanksgiving? That was around Thanksgiving.
mhm.
Remember when that shit happened? and then they halted trading, and I'm trying to tell you, it's all intertwined. It's all
Yeah.
intertwined. So
No, that's a
yep.
fact. Shout out to Lolo. Lolo said it's about an oil spike making Japan carry trade unwind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So,
Yep. It's part of the script. It's part of the
dang.
script, fam. It's part of the script.
Definitely is part of the script, y'all. Definitely is part of the script. So, this is something, of course, we got to keep an eye on because geopolitics can turn the market,
Mhm.
very fast, very quickly, whether that's up or down. So, yeah, this is just something we're gonna have to be paying attention to. We're gonna have to discuss, while it's a hot topic right now, because this is crazy. Like D said, it's just
Yeah,
messy. It's
it's
messy.
messy. Bro.
I mean, like a president woke up and said, "Yeah, go take him and his wife and bring him over here." Like, this nigga woke up on demon time. Like, I mean, I know it's part of the script, but it's like this nigga woke up on demon time for
Yep.
real. Like, who does that? Us, America, of course. Of course, bully just playing bully ball like normal.
Yep.
So, all right, y'all. So yeah. I don't want to stay on that topic too long. But yeah, let's we got a couple articles to go over. So we got Pfizer, Mastercard expand partnership to enable AI initiated commerce. I thought this was hella interesting because I know Visa is doing something similar. So here we go. We're your AI agents. I can't wait for the day that this stuff starts emerging right in our face because this is getting ready to change a lot about life. So here's
Mhm.
what happened. So Pfizer, and that's yeah, well, y'all see Pfizer on the screen. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Pfizer.
Pfizer.
So it's
Yeah.
a global,
You saying it right?
a major global payments processor and MasterCard have expanded their partnership to support AI initiated commerce by integrating MasterCard's agent pay acceptance framework. That's what MasterCard is calling it. That agent pay accept. I'm echoing D. Okay. All right. So design so that AI systems can agent pay acceptance framework into Pfizer's merchant payment infrastructure. So this framework is designed so that AI systems can securely initiate and complete purchase transactions on behalf of users through existing card rails. So the move reflects a growing trend where payment providers are adopting traditional payment networks so that AI agents, software acting on a user's behalf can transact safely and efficiently. So Pfizer will act as a network token requester and use secure card on file tokenization to help merchants accept these payments without exposing sensitive card data. Authentication and fraud controls are part of the framework to distinguish authorized AI agents from malicious automation. Wow. So this
Yep.
partnership also builds on previous work in the space. So Pfizer has coupled similar um agentic commerce initiatives with Visa's trusted agent protocol to create a broader interoperable ecosystem for AI driven commerce. So interpretation. I'm sorry. So what this means. So payments infrastructure is evolving for AI. So the key shift here is integration of AI into the core payment stack rather than requiring bespoke systems. Merchants can now use Pfizer's existing infrastructure with MasterCard standards to accept AI initiated purchases. So this helps payment rails historically designed for humans accommodate software agents that act autonomously. So this development acknowledges that AI agents are moving beyond experimentation and into practical commerce context. While fully autonomous shopping isn't widespread yet, the groundwork is now being laid for secure execution through familiar card networks. And then you have security and control layers remain controlled. So a major reason this partnership matters is that it tries to balance innovation, which is AI-driven transactions, security, which is tokenization and authentication, and fraud control. So this reflects ongoing industry concerns about how to let automation make purchasing decisions without exposing consumers to undue risk. So the frameworks being adopted aim to tag AI agents as authorized and trusted before transactions are allowed to proceed. So payment companies are positioning themselves as infrastructure leaders. So by integrating with MasterCard's framework and similar work with Visa, Pfizer is signaling that payment processors and networks will want to stay at the center of commerce, even as AI begins to play a larger role in initiating transactions. So rather than leaving AI initiated payments to individual merchants or standalone processors, the industry is shifting to standards and governance frameworks so that AI payments work reliably across ecosystems. So what it all adds up to? So AI initiated commerce is transitioning from concept to early implementation in real payments infrastructure. So MasterCard and Pfizer are working to ensure that when AI agents pay for goods on behalf of users, the transactions flow through trusted, secure networks rather than ad hoc systems. An integration with tokenization and fraud controls shows that security and data protection remain core as automation increases, and partnerships with Visa and MasterCard suggest the industry sees agentic commerce standards as foundational rather than proprietary. So this signals a broader architectural shift in digital payments. Payment systems are not just digitizing fiat, they're they're adapting to a world where software agents may act on behalf of users in commerce. So this is huge. This is huge, y'all.
Yeah.
The future is here. Them joints about to be paying bills, buying groceries. You know what I'm saying? That shit about to be booking your vacations, your flights, your hotels. I'm talking about gang. This about to save us so much time.
Making all
Jesus.
types of purchases, right? Making all types of purchases, and then Pfizer, platforms got, they got Clover. Clover, that's when you go up to the
Ooh.
checkout and pay for shit. You know what I'm saying? So they can be working with them without writing this, without it being complex anymore. You know what I'm saying? These bots are going to make it very, very easy to facilitate whatever you need to get done, right? And then when you got the tokenization transactions, it's trusted metadata and all this other shit. It's easier authentication and everything like that. So, man, shit.
Woo.
Shit, they cooking,
Woo.
fam, cooking, man, and I know some of this shit may not seem important, and it may not seem like, oh, but you're gonna see the effects of what she just read very, very soon, if not in the next couple months, by the end of the year,
It's coming.
by the end of the year,
It's coming.
within the next
Yeah,
12 months, you're gonna see dramatic changes of how you shop.
very, very, very different. It's gonna make your life easier
Yeah.
though. I know for some people it's scary, and change can be scary, but you gotta weigh the
Mm-hmm.
pros. You can't get fixated on the cons, because as I always tell y'all, and I want this to just really be buried in your brain, that unless everybody's gonna go outside and fight back, this is gonna be your new
Yeah.
reality.
Nah, ain't nobody going outside.
either 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 you can use it to the best of your ability where it is making your life easier and you're capitalizing off of it, or you can sit around scared of it, complaining, and just not
You
elevating, just staying in the same spot.
go
You got to make a choice.
go outside and tell people like, yo, guys, let's stop agentic AI. They gonna look at you like you crazy. They gonna be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you
What the
talking
fuck is that,
about?
yo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or you could even say AI agents, and some of them still gonna look at you
Yeah.
sideways like an AI agent. Chat GPT. Talking
No.
about Chat GPT. I heard about Chat GPT. Just like, ain't like
No, they're not. They probably won't
it
even
just
think
make
it's
you.
that. They'll probably think it's like AI agents. It's like, what is a person that's walking around doing AI stuff? Like, they're not even gonna think it's that, yo.
They
They're
don't
not even gonna make
even.
the connection.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all, nah, that shit
Exactly. So
crazy.
they don't even realize it's about to be in their everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody give you the
Yeah.
option. It's like you're gonna go you like in a moment here, I don't know when. In a moment here, for those that use Expedia to book vacations, you're gonna go in there and Expedia gonna be like, hey, you wanna just use this AI agent to do whatever you
Mm-hmm.
say. And it'll just do it. That way you don't have to sit here and mindlessly scroll looking for, cheap rates, and you know what I'm saying? It'll just do it for you. Just tell it what you want. It'll find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So y'all get ready to see it's coming. So yeah, I think between now and next 12 months, whatever, 6 to 12 months, D can be conservative. It's gonna be this year. And it's gonna be a lot of changes right here. Like I said, it's gonna change everything about life, because you know how much time that's gonna save people where you don't have to sit down and make a grocery
Mm-hmm.
list. You don't have to sit down and do your monthly budget. You don't have to sit down and pay your bills You know, it's gonna do all that for you. So all that time you get ready to save, and time is very valuable. So
I'm gonna be looking at the Super Bowl commercials very closely because I know they're gonna be promoting that shit.
oh, they're gonna promote the hell
They're
out
gonna
of it.
promote that
Yeah, for
shit.
sure. So this next article is also about AI. So you got Bitfarms, which is a Bitcoin mining company. They're exiting Latin America in a $30 million sale, all because they are pivoting to AI. So yeah, Bitfarms is a publicly traded Bitcoin mining company. It has sold its 70 MW Bitcoin mining facility in Peso P Paraguay. I don't know how to pronounce it. Somewhere over there in Latin
Mm-hmm.
America. For up to $30 million. So this sale completes the company's exit from Latin America and marks a shift toward North America focused operations and AI high performance computing infrastructure. So the buyer is Sympathia Power Fund (SPF), managed by Singapore-based Hawksburn
Mm-hmm.
Capital. So the payment, so $9 million in cash at closing, plus up to $21 million over the next 10 months based on milestones. So Bitfarms now focuses entirely on its North American energy and compute infrastructure. So MEXC Bitfarm CEO his name is Ben Gagnon, said his exit moves its portfolio to 100% North American operations and accelerates capital flows towards AI or HPC energy infrastructure in 2026, where the company expects stronger returns than from traditional Bitcoin mining.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is strategic repositioning on their part. So this announcement reflects a broader industry shift. So some crypto mining companies are repurposing mining assets and energy contracts toward AI and compute infrastructure rather than focus on exclusively Bitcoin block rewards. And then you have geographic and operational consolidation. So the company reduces geopolitical and operational complexity. It consolidates its energy portfolio in one region. It aligns with data center and HPC demand originating in the US and Canada. So this positioning could support potential partnerships with cloud providers or AI infrastructure clients. And it also reflects crypto mining profitability pressures. So mining profitability has been pressured in recent cycles, including post-halving or market conditions. Post-halving market conditions. So making margins tighter for pure Bitcoin mining operators. Some miners, including Bitfarms, are diversified into related infrastructure that uses similar power and data center expertise. So Bitfarms' move is a sign that crypto mining companies are increasingly looking beyond block rewards and toward infrastructure roles in the broader digital economy. So the underlying assets of a miner, power contracts, data center infrastructure, and energy management are transferable to AI or HPC workloads, which are experiencing strong demand. So this trend pairs with similar announcements from other crypto miners like Galaxy Digital's AI Pivot, which was reported earlier, and where the logic is the same. So energy intensive infrastructure can be repurposed for AI compute as crypto mining margins tighten over time. So this is interesting.
No, this is
Miners.
very interesting because you know they had to make this move. You know why they had to make this move? Because
Mm-hmm.
what the article didn't say is that, and I'm not sure if it said it in the article, is that they reported a net loss of $46 million in Q3 of 2025. So they had to make this move because they were struggling. They were struggling with the Bitcoin mining industry just last year. So they're going to take that $30 million and then reinvest it in developing 100% in North American based infrastructure with the AI and the high performance computers that you were just talking about. So they making that pivot. They had to do it. They had to do it. So
Nah, they definitely did.
yeah,
They
yeah,
definitely did.
yeah. So once I seen that they had that net loss of 46 million, I'm just like, yeah, they pivoting because they have to. And then
Yep,
some of these AI tokens going to run up too. Just saying.
man. Yep. So yeah, y'all. All right, well, see how that works out for them. Coinbase. We're gonna talk about Coinbase exec. So they
Okay.
defend the Clarity Act delay. He's saying he completely understands. So I'm gonna actually play the clip first, and then I'll go over this article.
Who this, Brian?
Let me know if no, this is an executive,
Oh, all
one
right.
of the executives. So let me share my screen and let me know if you can hear it. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Genius Act was not
Yep.
simple; it was transformative, but it dealt with structurally simpler things than market structure bills deal with. So I completely understand why this is taking longer. I completely understand why it's creating more internal fighting around people's view of how this market structure should exist. So it's the kind of bill that, quite frankly, is more foundational for the growth of crypto or any real asset class, and so it should take a bit more time. That being said, I am very confident it will come through, and the reason I'm very confident is the rest of the world is moving forward. We have MiCA in Europe. We have pretty strong regulatory clarity in places like the UAE. And increasingly, Eurozone states are taking up interpretations of MiCA that are transparent, clear, and are creating a good foundation for blockchain and crypto companies to begin working.
Yeah.
He gave
So
a political answer.
he gave a very political answer. So let me get into the article because I ain't even gonna say too much. Y'all already know this motherfucker playing his goddamn role too.
All day.
He doing
All day.
whatever he gotta do to keep his executive position. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen. What's taking so long? Hold on. There we go. What took so long on my end? My internet might be lagging. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, it'd be like that.
Internet. Yeah. Okay. So Coinbase exec. So let's talk about it real quick. So he is a senior executive at Coinbase. That is who I just showed. I don't know his name. Yeah, sorry. It may come up in the article. John is his name. This is his strategy. John. His name is John.
He looked familiar.
Okay.
He looked familiar.
Yeah. So he addressed the delay in the passing of the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, saying the slower timeline makes sense given the bill's complexity and scope. So here's some key points from the interview that we just watched. So he said the Clarity Act is considered more complicated than the Genius Act. So the stablecoin, than the Genius Act, and that complexity explains part of the delay. So John is saying that he understands why it's taking longer, and that the bill is foundational for crypto regulation. He noted lawmakers are aiming to complete work in January 2026, and that global regulatory progress adds pressure to the U.S. to move forward. It should have been adding pressure. That's why we should have got it done last year. But I'm gonna continue.
Facts.
Some analysts have linked nearly $1 billion in crypto investment outflows to ongoing regulatory uncertainty tied to these delays. So a veteran trader commented that the Clarity Act passage isn't expected to drastically change Bitcoin's price, even if it's an important development. So what y'all got to understand, because I wanted to talk about this real quick, because I had put a post up on Twitter, and of course, the doomsday, or I'm sorry, not doomsday, but the haters, the Bitcoin maxis, the people that just hate Ripple and XRP so much. When it comes to these bills being signed, it's gonna be similar to the Genius Act. He could sign the bill, but the bill will take effect in 6 months or a year or whatever date that they decide on. We have to see when the bill comes out to see what it says. But they also, what people have to understand is that these people have to do the rule making. The rule making is what puts it into law. So that if the rule making is done and we have the rules and all that shit, then it could happen sooner than the effective date for a bill to go into law as far as it being live.
Okay.
So the rulemaking date is whenever, and they don't never give a date for when they will finish the rulemaking. So that is the part everybody always forgets. So yeah, the Genius Act was signed and it doesn't go, and it says right now the effective date is January 2027, but they're doing rulemaking. They started doing rulemaking last year. So when the rulemaking is finished, the Genius Act could go into effect before January 2027. It's going to be the same thing with the Clarity Act. So when that happens, whenever the rulemaking and all that shit is done, which we should, that shit should not take long because it's taking them so long just to do a fucking markup. So that rulemaking shouldn't take long. It could take long. It could. But it got the thing is, but it's just like the Coinbase executive said, due to pressures, because other countries are moving forward, like Europe's moving on with Mika and all that shit. We don't have no more time to bullshit because we stretched this out as long as possible. Like literally. We stretched it out as long as we possibly could stretch it out. We stretched it out so long that it's probably people in the crypto space right now that should not be in it. And I'm just being completely honest.
It's definitely a whole lot of people that got a dub or a couple hundred in there that's just like, okay, fuck it, whatever happens.
It's taking so long that people who are misinformed, and some of them just outright stupid because they choose to be misinformed, think that they're correct, that XRP isn't gonna go to high prices. That's how long it's taking. That y'all got dummies out here thinking they smart. That's how long this shit taking. That y'all got idiots out here that think they know what they talking about because we haven't seen price appreciation. Yeah. That is the problem with this shit taking so damn long. So I just wanted to clarify that as far as what happens when they pass these bills. So people think like, oh, it's not gonna happen right away. I mean, listen, they could sign that bill. All I know is institutions are going to look at it and say, hey, we got regulatory clarity. Great. We've been looking at these assets for the last 10 to 15 years. We're ready to go. That's what I'm saying. You got banks like Citi and Bank of America and JP Morgan that are ready to utilize this technology. They've been building this whole time while y'all was sitting here arguing and bickering about different blockchains. They were building. Yeah. They were building. They're ready to go. They're just literally waiting on a bill to get signed. So if they know they have a bill signed and in place, they're gonna go. So am I saying it's gonna happen as soon as his pen hits the piece of paper? No. It might take a couple days, couple weeks, couple months. Who fucking knows? We'll find out when he signs the goddamn bill. Jesus Christ. We'll see. All I know is that bill is a catalyst. So whether it's right away, 2 weeks, 2 months, a year from now, it's a catalyst. Okay?
Yeah.
And the institutions have been waiting for it. That is a fact. That is a fact.
That's 100. We've been waiting, and then we here. We're gonna wait. We're gonna be here.
We'll see. I'm not trying to sell hopium. I'm just letting y'all know, like, people that are so biased and for some weird reason don't want to see these assets appreciate to high price points because you're so egotistical that you just want to make, so for some reason people rather, I don't know, it's like they rather sound smart than get wealthy or whatever, for whatever reason. Right. It's like they just want to be right. I want to be wealthy. I don't want to be right. I want to be wealthy. I don't give a damn if I've been wrong about certain stuff in the space and I've been right about certain stuff in the space. Anybody in here can tell you in the chat. I have called certain things and it happened. You know what I'm saying? I've called certain things and it didn't happen. But I don't care about being right. I need to be wealthy. And some of y'all are so fixated, and that's that ego shit. That shit is dangerous. Dangerous, yo. Like, golly.
It's gonna be sad. Just like somebody like Kurt said, it's gonna be sad when some of your people that you follow or some of the people that was telling you, getting in their ego and telling you, nah, don't do that, do this or that. Listen, they're gonna have to put their feet to the fire. They're gonna have to face that. They're gonna have to face that iron curtain. when some of this shit,
when some of this shit, and I'll say this because I'm not gonna say the oil gonna spike. I'm not gonna say the oil gonna drop gas. What I will say is some of y'all gonna be eating crow if that oil spike. And y'all been talking a lot of shit the last couple days, and a lot of y'all y'all gonna be ghosts. Y'all gonna be Casper if that motherfucking oil spike. That's all I'm saying. Some of y'all gonna be Casper. We ain't gonna hear nothing from you. And all y'all that mentioned me and all that stuff. Listen, I saved all of it. I bookmarked all y'all shit. Screenshotted a lot of you motherfuckers. Y'all gonna be crow.
They will. They will.
So good luck. Not my problem. So I got one more. One more article. Yeah, SEC. So we gotta talk about the SEC real quick. So we got the SEC sole Democratic commissioner Caroline Crenshaw.
Okay.
She is departing the agency. We now have an all Republican panel. Now, I don't give a damn if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I don't care for neither one of them. This is great for crypto. This is great because we got a bunch of Republicans that should be on the same page. Hence, I said should be on the same page when it comes to this crypto shit. Because that's all I give a fuck about is the crypto shit right now. So this could just, all the bickering, all the arguing back and forth, all the I don't agree, I'm not voting, I'm not putting my hand. That shit is over with. So we can move on. I think this is I think this is good for crypto. But Caroline, she was the last Democratic commissioner at the SEC. She officially departed the agency yesterday on January 2nd, 2026, after over 5 years as a commissioner and more than a decade of total service. Her departure follows the cancellation of her renomination vote in late 2024, effectively ending her prospects for a second term. It sounds like Donald Trump told her to get the hell out of there. You better kick rocks before I expose some shit about your dumb ass. That's what it sounds like. But I'm just saying. But with Crenshaw gone, the SEC is now composed of 3 Republican commissioners. So it's the chairman, of course, Atkins, Hester Pierce, and Mark Udea, marking the first time in years that the panel is entirely Republican, though federal law still requires bipartisan membership when fully staffed. Crenshaw had been known for her critical stance on cryptocurrency regulation, including dissenting on key decisions such as a spot Bitcoin ETF approvals and opposing certain enforcement approaches. Her exit shifts the political balance at the agency. Told you, she was in the way. Told you.
She was all the way in the way.
She was all the way in the way. Told you. So Trump basically said, yeah, bitch, get the fuck out of here. This is what I got on you. And showed the slideshow. Boom, boom, boom. So, yeah. So if you don't want this out in the public, I suggest you do not run again and you be out of here early 2026. Thank you. Get out of my office.
Damn.
That is what happened. Again, I don't care what your political views are. I'm just trying to get paid, trying to get the script.
That's it. That's it, man.
We try to get this money on. Exactly. We just trying to get this money on, gang.
Democratic, Republican, Green Party, Independent, it don't matter, fam. Whoever is, for innovation, whoever is for the progression of what we need to do, whoever is for switching the way this banking system has been run to be more efficient, whatever. I got no beef with the banks. Go ahead. If y'all gonna let the money flood through the blockchain, go ahead. I got no beef with them. So do what you got to do. But the longer you give us, the more people gonna walk up in here with their $20 and they $100 and they $1,000 and be like, okay, I'm gonna put it all on black. I'm gonna put it all on red, and that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? But hey, so what this signals to markets and crypto, it's just political composition, because that matters. So regulatory direction often reflects the views of commissioners. So with the SEC now fully Republican in membership, the agency's regulatory posture, especially on digital assets, may evolve in ways that differ from past bipartisan decision making. So this is good for crypto. That's what I was saying. And it also reduced internal dissent. So Crenshaw's role Crenshaw's role was often that of an internal counter voice, particularly on crypto enforcement and ETF approvals. Without her dissenting vote, future decisions could see less public disagreement within the commission and potentially faster policy outputs. So she was slowing shit down. Her punk ass. Punk ass. Ho, retire. I hope she retire. Regulatory certainty versus bipartisan legitimacy. So while a unified commission might streamline certain rulemaking processes, a lack of bipartisan representation can raise questions about the durability of rules if the political balance shifts again later. Analysts have pointed out that policies perceived as one-sided might face reversal under future leadership. So I don't care. Just get a Democrat that's not anti-crypto. That's all I care about. I don't even care if they're a Democrat, okay. But if they're pro-crypto, cool. You're fine with me when it comes to this. So just don't make this harder. And I'm sure that's what they'll do. They'll replace her with a Democrat that's pro-crypto. Because we don't need no reversals. But I think we good. I think we're in a good spot. I think we starting off the year pretty good. I think this was good news. This was awesome news. so we can move forward and get some stuff done. So as we could see, she was in the goddamn way. She was slowing shit down. Even though as fast as we moved last year, her ass still was slowing shit down when it came to the SEC. So
Sure was.
a lot happened last year though. So yeah, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that was pretty much the last article we had. It's not too much. That Venezuela stuff is pretty much overpowering all conversations right now. So everybody is on that.
Now that Venezuela shit is the flavor of the day, for sure, because it's a lot of people that's gonna be impacted by it, and including us. So it's I wonder how we look to everybody else all over the world doing shit like this. Do we look crazy?
We do, but they crazy enough where people gonna be like, we ain't fucking with them though. But they look crazy as fuck. Well, we ain't fucking with
Yeah,
them. We ain't gonna fuck with them. We ain't stupid. I think
yeah,
that's how we. I think
yeah.
that's how we kind of looking right now because we all know Trump gonna play bully ball. So here we are. But yeah, y'all. Hey, so Flare Network Masterclass still going on January 11th. I
Oh yeah.
did extend the early bird special until tomorrow. So y'all got until tomorrow to get that early bird. We had Cecil on yesterday. If I was y'all, I would watch yesterday's live. He broke down Flare Network as far as the value of it and why you guys need to be getting into that class. If you hold XRP in some way, shape, or form, you need to know how to earn yield on that XRP. You need to know how to borrow against it, or about yield farming, staking, all that. You need to know all that so that you don't fuck this up. Because a lot of people don't know about Flare Network, they don't understand it, or they don't even know about DeFi. So they don't even
Oh,
know that they could earn yield and they could increase their wealth by just simply getting into Flare, getting on Flare Network and utilizing that platform. So you're gonna learn what Flare is, why it's just not another layer one, how Flare brings real world assets like FXRP, FUSD on chain. So yeah, Flare, I'm telling you, if you hold XRP, this is something you might want to be looking into. I'm just saying before you fuck this up, this might be something, because if your plan was just XRP gonna go to a high price and I'm gonna sell and I'm gonna go live my life, baby, you're gonna be back doing job applications in 5 years if you're lucky. So I suggest you learn how to earn this yield and all that good stuff, y'all. So yeah, the early bird for that's gonna end tomorrow. After that is 200. I extended it till Sunday because a couple people had asked. So yeah, make sure y'all hop in that early bird before tomorrow, because after that it's gonna go up. But other than that, man, make sure y'all get in the BlockNation community Patreon. If you're not in the BlockNation community Patreon, you're missing out. It's a lot of information that gets shared in that Patreon. So especially for people who don't have people to talk to about this stuff on a daily basis, your spouse don't understand, or your kids, or your family, your friends, I don't know nothing about that crypto shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what the community is for. It's just a bunch of excited, like-minded individuals on the same mission as you, and that's to get rich and get wealthy. So definitely join the community. We're gonna, we share news in there, everything, news updates. We got a question everything tab where stuff like this Venezuela situation goes in there. So man, definitely check out that Patreon. And then we, of course, the DeFi Patreon, which is separate. We got a DeFi Patreon too for those people that want to learn about how to get into different liquidity pools and all that good stuff. And if you in the DeFi Patreon, it's a discount code in there for you for the class, for the
oh
masterclass,
yeah.
network masterclass. So don't forget to use that discount code. But yeah, man, hey, thank y'all for tuning in with us. I know it's Saturday, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us on a Saturday game. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, other than that, y'all, we'll see what happens tomorrow, because it look like for the next couple months we're gonna wake up every day to something new, the way Trump moving. So we're gonna see what's going on.
Next couple months, next couple weeks, man. The way this shit,
Dang.
my man was in and out of there 48 hours, 72 hours, in and out. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
That's
I'm watching the show. Hopefully don't nothing crazy happen over here on our soil. I guess that's why they got the National Guard in certain places.
For sure. Hey y'all, so yeah, man, make sure y'all check out that Flare Network is legit. We've been making money off of it for the last month and a half. So y'all know we always test stuff first before we tell y'all about it, because we want to make sure it worked. We don't want to look crazy. Especially stuff like this. So So yeah, make sure y'all check out that class, gang. I'm telling you, if you hold XRP, you need to be in that Flare Network class. Cecil's thorough. I can't listen. I'm trying to help y'all as much as I can. Please get in that Flare Network class where you fuck this wealth up. You know what I'm saying? Please go. Please go. All right, y'all. But other than that, next time we got some updates, we'll be back on here. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed Saturday and Sunday. We'll see y'all.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Peace.